far we've had many, many great meetings and a lot of exciting things that are happening right here in Russia. And for those of you on the call, you'll be hearing a lot more about that in the future. But let me first of all start off by just saying how grateful and humbled I am by the opportunity to be in my new role as president of Jeunesse Europe. As Scott mentioned, I've been with the company now for 3.5, 4 years, but I can tell you it's the best decision I've ever made was to join this company. I remember flying down to Orlando when I was evaluating the opportunity and possibility of me joining Jeunesse, and I experienced what I think many of you on the call have, excuse me, when I met Randy, Wendy, and Scott. I knew immediately that these were great people, genuine people, and the kind of people that I wanted to work with. I think a lot of people have heard it been said that when you join Jeunesse, you're really joining a family. And that's something that I think has been so unique and special about our company that I've never seen anywhere else, is that it genuinely is people that care about each other and want each other to succeed. So it's been a great thing for me. And, you know, in addition to just working with great people, when I started looking at Jeunesse as a company, and again, at that time, Jeunesse was just starting off, but I saw certain elements at play that told me, wow, this company is destined for greatness. And so I remember going back home. I was living in Utah at the time, and I told my wonderful wife, and I have 3 great children, that we were moving to Orlando. And that's quite a move to go from Utah to Orlando. I think what I actually told them was, hey, we're moving to Disney World, Universal Studios, and great beaches. This was kind of my selling point. But either way, I convinced them to move from Utah to Orlando. When I first started, and Scott kind of mentioned this, when I first started working for the company, I started off as executive vice president of the company in more of a business development role. And that gave me an opportunity to really meet leaders of Jeunesse around the world. I then moved into a dual role as president of FFI. And for the last year and a half, I've been acting in that capacity full time. But it's been an amazing opportunity for me to work with the FFI leadership, experience the growth that we've experienced primarily in Eastern Europe. And so recently, when I was asked to take on the role of president of Jeunesse Europe, which would then give me an opportunity to work not only with our FFI leadership, but now work with our Jeunesse Europe leadership, I got so excited and I accepted that role. And so that's kind of how I have got to the point I'm at now. Now, let me tell you, many people have asked me, Kyle, what is the outlook for Jeunesse in Europe? And that's what I want to talk just a little bit about. Where is Jeunesse going in Europe? And I first tell them, and I hit on a lot of the points what Scott did, it's amazing what we've accomplished so far. I've been in this industry now for 15 years, and I don't think I've ever seen anything happen like what's happening in Jeunesse. It's not just the fact, like Scott said, that we're ranked number 46 of all companies worldwide, and to do that in a 4-year period is amazing. But there's so many other factors that are telling me, without a doubt, we're going to be the next billion-dollar company. If you look at our products, compensation plan, marketing, you know, these are unmatched in the industry. And although we have become a common household name in Asia and experienced incredible growth, I really still feel like Europe, we're right at the very beginning. We're right at the very beginning of where we're going to go as a company. Now, with that said, even though we're at the beginning, we've already brought in some of the top leadership in all of Europe. You know, as I've started to get to know some of you and your backgrounds and what you've done in this industry, it's just amazing that we have you part of this company. And with that said, almost every day now, I'm hearing about another leader that wants to join us here in Europe. So this is truly exciting times for us. So moving forward, I want everyone to know a few things about Europe and what's happening. First of all, we have a great corporate team that is here to support you. I've never seen a team like this that works so hard. Literally, they work around the clock to make sure they're good for you, and they truly want you to succeed. So I'm grateful that we have such great people working in this company. The second thing I want everybody to know is this market's going to move very fast, and I really don't want anyone left behind. We're going to have many exciting announcements in the near future of new markets that we're going to be entering, but at the same time, rest assured, we're going to continue to more than ever the markets that we're currently in. And third, I want everyone to know my goal for us in Europe is to be number one or number two in every market in which we operate. And I know there's those that will think, well, how is that possible? And I'll tell you, with Jeunesse, with the resources we have, with the people that we have, and with a lot of hard work, I promise you we can achieve that. I really want to ask everyone on the call to commit yourselves more than ever before to working hard and building up Jeunesse in Europe. And with that hard work, I can assure every one of you that we on our side, on the corporate side, are going to match you step for step. We will match you 100% on the efforts you're putting in. We will do the same. We're here to help you. We're here to help you achieve your goals and your dreams. And, you know, I just want to conclude by saying the future is so bright for us here in Europe. I turned the ripe age of 42 last week. And I sat there and pondered, and I thought, you know, at age 42, what makes me happy? And there's really a couple things that maybe make me happy today that weren't so much 20 years ago, 10 years ago, or whatever it might be. The first one is for my family to be happy, my family to be taken care of. And that's very important for me. The second thing that makes me happy is when all of you are successful. And that truly brings happiness in my life when I see all of you achieving your goals and your dreams. So we're here for you. Exciting times are ahead of us. Get ready for Jeunesse Europe to become one of the biggest, if not the biggest, companies in all of Europe. And it's a fun ride. Hang on tight. And thank you so much for the time. Scott, with that said, I'll turn it back over to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Kyle. We're so privileged to have Kyle really spearheading the region, and I assure everyone on the webinar today that I think you can feel his heart, and you can rest assured that he's committed to your success. You know, what I love about Kyle is he's all heart. So we're very excited to have him join forces with us and really working with all the pioneers, you know, throughout Europe and all the leaders on the webinar today, at continuing to develop the region and take things to the next level. So welcome again, Kyle. The next person, and I think it's worth mentioning, you know, as we continue to introduce some surprise guests on the webinar today, you know, what we've done structurally with the organization is we've looked at specific regions, and I think it's important to mention how we've taken this regional approach. Many of you know that we just hired a new president for Asia Pacific that will be overseeing that region, which currently comprises a large portion of Jeunesse's global business. So Kanwar Bhutani, we appointed officially back last month, mid-March, and he's over in Asia right now, developing the region, traveling like crazy for the next month. We've also made an announcement just recently. Many of you have had the opportunity of working with Darren Jensen over the past couple of years. Darren's not going anywhere, but Darren will now be focused as president of the Americas, overseeing North America, South America, as well as Canada, and working still here from headquarters. But what we've done is really assemble, and then obviously with Kyle overseeing Europe, and we've identified and assembled what I believe to be a powerhouse regional group of presidents to really drive tremendous results in those regions. So, we're very excited about this new structure. We feel it's going to allow us as a company to move more quickly, to react to your needs, to be more efficient, and that's the kind of structure we need as a company to get to that next level of growth and to maintain that 100% growth curve that we've experienced year over year since we started the company. So That's kind of the regional focus we're taking. With that, there'll be a lot of exciting additions. We realize as a company to get to our goal of exceeding $1 billion in annual sales revenue, we're going to continue to have to strengthen the corporate team. We're going to continue to have to, put people in the place to be successful, really capitalize on their strengths and really be successful. So, a big focus for us, if we're going to continue the growth curve, which I know we will, is that we strengthen the corporate leadership, get that structure in place to allow us to move even quicker than before at supporting their needs. So I now have the pleasure of introducing someone new to the Jeunesse family as well. She's someone that I believe I've probably known for about, I want to say about 7.5 years, almost 8 years now. We haven't been in touch all that time, but I had the pleasure of reconnecting with her at Milan, where she attended the second Jeunesse University. What I can say is anyone we bring to the Jeunesse family, to the corporate team, we only bring people to the corporate family that share our heart, that share our passion for the industry, and that share our passion for your success. So anyone we bring into a management role in this company has a servant's heart. They're here to support your efforts as leaders in the field. And that's what I love about this individual. She's been in the industry for 30 years. Been involved with 6 companies, 2 on the corporate end, but most importantly what I liked about her is she's got 4 different companies she worked with in the field developing a distributorship. What that means is she knows what it takes to be successful in the field. You can connect with her on so many levels because she's been there, she's been in the trenches, she's traveled throughout the region, and she's had to grind and build a business for herself and her family. She had 16 years success as a top producer in a competitive company in the European region, and actually in all of the central Mediterranean countries. She's got a lot of expertise really working in the field, developing leaders, really supporting your businesses. She's great at training. She brings a wealth of knowledge even on the operational side, regulatory side. She's based in Slovenia, has 3 beautiful children, speaks quite a few languages, Italian, English, Croatian, Serbian, and then her native language of Slovenian. But most of all, what I love about this individual that you're going to have the pleasure of hearing from is her passion, and you're going to hear that firsthand. This is a lady that is a firecracker, extremely dynamic, and extremely passionate about the network marketing industry and what it does for so many people around the world and changing their lives and the lives of their family. So I think it's kind of interesting when you ask her, where her office is. She doesn't have an office because her office is right there in the field with all of the distributors, with all of the leaders, helping you all grow, helping you realize your potential and achieving your goals and really fulfilling your dreams through Jeunesse. And I assure you, she will be one of us who also lives Jeunesse. So I'd like to welcome to the Jeunesse family, and she will be working directly with Kyle there in the region, traveling quite frequently, planning events with all of you. The new Director of European Sales. Barbara, are you on the call? So we'd like to introduce the new Director of European Sales, Barbara, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you so much. So Kyle already said so many great things, and as we are together in Russia, I will not repeat it because I just can tell you that he's the best president that you can imagine. In my opinion, Jeunesse have the best management team, and this is one of the things that I always look when I join a company, because it's really important. If the management team can support the distributors, then we can have a success together. So I really met Scott already in 2008, together with Randy and Wendy. And there I felt that all 3 of them are really unique, and I know that you are all sharing the feeling with me. So it's really a true pleasure for me to be with Jeunesse. As I see this company, this is really the best opportunity also for you as a distributor in this moment in network marketing world. It's a unique home where you can find all the best for you and your families. It's a company when you can achieve your goals and dreams if you are willing to work. That's for sure you want to. In this short period, I already saw so many great people already joining, and I already know some existing distributors. I am assuring you are an amazing family. So that's what I want to achieve in Europe, a big family, Jeunesse family, which will all work together and where everybody will be supporting each other. I'm so really honored that I will be working for you distributors, and together, yes, we will get no's, rejections, but more than that, positive answers. And with this success, happiness, and joy. So thank you everybody for being in Jeunesse, and I will do all my best to help you with your business. Thank you so much. I'm happy that you have so many meetings already this month. Thank you. I will meet with a lot of you this month very shortly. So Scott, thank you. Back to you.
My pleasure, and it's great to have you, and officially welcome to the family again, Barbara. And I assure all of you on the webinar today, you're going to see plenty of Barbara as well. We're putting together an amazing event schedule for the European region. You're going to see a lot more of all of us really in the region, working with all of you to develop European business, to develop your organizations, really take things to the next level. I think it's important to mention, and we're going to bring on another speaker, I think it's important to mention that all of you have worked very closely with our general manager there, based in France, Dr. Angela William. And we want to assure all of you, William's not going anywhere. We're not letting him go anywhere. William's been a tremendous part of our current success and really setting things up really for the long term to be successful in the region. So we're very appreciative of William, and again, we're just going to allow William to really focus on something that he's extremely passionate about. Not that he's not passionate about Europe, because he's very passionate about Europe, but we recognize William's talents. I've spent so much time really with William over the past 4 years throughout Asia, doing a lot of events throughout the region. It's been a huge part of our success there as well. Brings a lot of product formulation experience and really truly understands the youth enhancement system better than anyone that I know. So we'd like to formally introduce William and congratulate William on his new role as Director of Product Science. So to welcome William on the call to speak to all of you as your new Director of Product
Yes, I am here. Okay, thank you very much, Scott. Just want to say hello to everybody, and I'm always going to start by the same things. My name is William Antelag, and I am Generation Young. I have been with you as a general manager, but this is my first hat for about 3 years. General manager of Europe, a country of 28 countries and 500 million people. We have worked for 3 years, starting and trying to get all this country growing. It was not easy because of different scope of cultures. We have Scandinavian country, we have Baltic country, Western Europe, Southern Europe, East and Central Europe. We have different people here, but I have been almost in every capital of Europe trying to help you, trying to start with. So we work with you, we work to build this business. We slowly grow it up to a point today where it's almost exploding. Now, by doing that, that's required a lot of work, which I couldn't do alone, myself alone. Plus, I have my second hat, which is a product and product knowledge. So the company asked me to focus on product, which I will do with pleasure. As you know, I myself using all the product myself, and I have a great result with that. I want to stay with Jeunesse. Jeunesse is not only the best company in the world in terms of business, but as far as I am concerned, they have the best product in the world, and I want to share with you. Now I'm working full-time on sharing with you the knowledge, the training, the information, the document, the video, and the webinar. So I'm very proud to be today the Director of Product Science, and I will do my best to contribute to make this company $1 billion. But most of that, I want everybody becoming Generation Young. Thank you very much, Scott. The webcast is yours.
Thank you, William. And again, it's a pleasure to have you on the webinar today, and we're really excited to have you really spearheading a lot of exciting things when it comes to the product, to the youth enhancement system, and we're certainly very excited to involve you really all over the world now. So pack your bags and let's get going, because we're going to be having events all over the world, and certainly you'll be a huge part of that, and really continuing to drive the youth enhancement system culture, of all the cutting edge technologies that we offer through Jeunesse. So congratulations again, William, to your new role. As all of you know, it continues to amaze me how far this company has come over the past 4 years. And I think it's also important that I mention, because all of you know that Lucy's been very involved with the European sales as well. Lucy's also not going anywhere. We need all the help we can get, that's for sure. All hands on deck. So Lucy will be, helping with the transition, and she's also very involved as Director of Sales, really working with Darren here in the Americas, the U.S. market, Latin America, and Canada, and continuing to spearhead a lot of momentum here. So Lucy will also spend some time in Europe from time to time, but she's very heavily focused on the Americas, I should say. So what I hope all of you can see is that today is a very exciting day. We've got new members of the Jeunesse corporate family. We're putting specific focus on the European region to scale the kind of growth that we know we're capable of with the leadership on this webinar today. And most of all, we're putting the right structure in place to allow us to support your needs, to be very reactive and effective and efficient at making sure you have all you need to be successful. So I want all of you to know today that we are very committed to Jeunesse Europe. We're going to be spending a lot more time there. We believe that Jeunesse Europe is going to be a huge part of our growth trajectory here in our 5th year of business. So like Kyle mentioned, we're still just a baby. Really worldwide we're still a baby, but I look at Jeunesse Europe still as a ground floor opportunity, but with the stability of a 4-year-old company doing business in 100 countries around the world, with the most cutting edge products in the industry, with the most lucrative financial rewards plan in the industry, but most importantly, the only company with a culture of Generation Young. And I look at all the success, all the statistics, all the numbers behind our success, and really what it comes down to is all of you on the webinar today. All of you that are out there in the field, in the trenches, really sharing Jeunesse with all of your friends, family, and relationships all over the world. You are the biggest factor and the X factor when it comes to our success. So I want to thank all of you on the webinar for everything you're doing. We're going to look back on today's webinar as a turning point and really a new beginning and stepping stone for great, great things to come in the European region. And I believe that all of you have what it takes to drive tremendous results in Jeunesse Europe. So with that, we'd like to close up the webinar. Again, I want you to know how much we appreciate your efforts. Actually, we have some more information about some upcoming events, but I want to thank you. It's been a pleasure to be on the webinar this week. I look forward to seeing many of you at upcoming events. And just know that we love you all. This is only the beginning as we create a huge mass momentum throughout Europe and making our 5th year of business another record year. So thank you all. We love you, and we'll see you soon. Lucy, I'll turn it back to you.
Thank you so much, Scott. And it's a very exciting time. And I have to say, I am going to enjoy being a little bit closer to home. And we really are going to focus on the USA and Canada and its time. And I think having people on the ground, same time zone, with lots of experience with the different cultures, is definitely what's right for Jeunesse right now and what's right for the people. And we can already see, just working with Barbara to help try and coordinate this, and with actually the entire European customer service staff as well, has brought these. Carla has been phenomenal, and Joan and Zoltan. So I just see nothing but amazing growth happening in Europe. Besides the fact I am European, you can take the European out of Europe, but you can't take the European out of the European. So we do have some meetings coming up, and the first one is Belgium, and Dr. Antelag will be going there, and and so will Barbara, and so will Carla Monteiro be going to Delta, and Joan as well. So you can see, obviously, Joan's going to help out tremendously with the Dutch translation. So the first part of the meeting will be in English and Dutch. And now you can tell we're doing European meetings because the second part will be in French and Russian. And we have some amazingly competent people who are flying in to help do that meeting. Plus, you will actually get to meet Barbara in person. And if you don't know Carla, you'll meet her. And you'll hear from Dr. Amzalai. So please make a note. And please let if you do want to do print screen, you can save this information. It will be going out in an email. The one of Brussels is already in your back office mailbox, so you can get that there. The next one is in the most beautiful place, and I know that Admiral Waldemar Wozzecha and we were there last summer. Oh my gosh, I mean, I had no idea Slovenia was such a beautiful country. So there's a Super Saturday on May the 17th, and obviously Barbara will be there, and she's the Director of European Sales. It's at the Plaza Hotel, m to 2 p.m. or 1400 as you Europeans put it. Then there is a Super Saturday on May the 24th in Gothenburg, Sweden, and Dr. Amzalai will be there, and who the Director of Product Science, plus he will be with some new area leaders that have a lot of experience, and I'm very excited to see everything that they're going to be pulling together. And of course, for our existing Sapphires that are already in Sweden, and that's at the Gothia Towers Hotel, and from 12:30 to about 4:30 in the afternoon. And that information will also be coming to you in an email. We're just getting this information put together right now, so our creative department is pumping out the information, just trying to get it out as quickly as possible. Also, on May the 24th in Rome, Italy, I tell you, Barbara does not slow down. She is serious about building it. There are 2 meetings going on the same day. So our Director of European Sales will be there, Barbara, and this hotel will be announced. So please just mark your calendars if you have distributors that are in Rome, Italy, or if you are an Italian distributor. Please make sure we will be getting the information to you. I know that our customer service team and Carla will be coordinating all of that, and I know most of you know how to contact them. So as soon as we have a hotel, we will be letting you know. And then we have our Emerald executives who will be with Dr. Amzalai. So you've got May the 31st will be Warsaw, Poland, and I imagine spring in Warsaw is going to be gorgeous. When we were there, it was in the dead of winter, but I could just imagine what it looks like there when all the trees were in blossom. So this is going to be an amazing event. It'll be with Dr. William Amzalai and our Emerald directors Waldemar Wozzecha and Jolanta Tolaska. I hope I can finally pronounce your name properly. It's at the Plaza Lord from 11 to 1. And the address is there as well. This will be coming to you in an email. So please bear with us. As you say, this is going to take a team. We are here to support the European team as much as possible. We thank every single one of you who have brought to us ideas for promotions. And I know Kyle is working on something, so, you know, be prepared just to see what's coming your way and how much it's going to get easier and easier and easier for you to build Europe. So from all of us, as Scott said, I don't know if you're still there, Scott, you know, we wish you all good night, and we will see you on future webinars, and we thank everybody, and with that, Europe is off to an amazing start.